And just remember that this is your life. You get to decide where you put your energy and attention, what you choose to invest in, what you choose to withdraw from, and also changing your mind. Once you start something, you don't have to keep doing it just to keep doing it. You don't have to be on a schedule or a timeline or expect to perform at a certain level all the time, every single day, or show up in only one way, or only have one thought or one perspective or one viewpoint. You get to change your mind. And you should. If you're growing and transforming and evolving and exposing yourself to new things and experiences and really feeling what you are being shown, what you are noticing, you should be evolving and changing and transforming. That is what we're here for. Not to stay the same, not to double down and try to fit into small boxes like we talked about. We're meant to take it all in and really notice and see the amazing world that we live in. Hi, and welcome back. It's February 23rd, 2026, and we just thought we would come out and enjoy the little bits of sunshine that keep popping through. So check out the trees. We've found our mother trees that we love so much. We've also noticed a number of different nature spirits talking to us, as they usually do, but just more prevalent today. And the clouds, of course, never disappoint, always sharing the messages and intuitive insights that we are meant to receive. And so often I share things on my channel without identifying what I think they are, so that I don't influence your sense, your feeling, your knowing, so that it may resonate for you on a personal level. That's one of the things that you will find when you are moving through an awakening or having really come to an understanding of yourself and the world around you, that nothing is linear. Nothing remains the same. They are projections of yourself and what you are intuiting in the world, how you are receiving and sensing and knowing, and then following that, whether or not you give it airtime, whether or not you give it space in your mind, in your body, and then possibly looking into it, and possibly just letting it go. And for me, that's what being in nature is like. It really grounds you. It makes you be really present and mindful, and to pay attention, to notice, to not fixate, to not get stuck on something, but just to appreciate it in the moment. And then keep moving, because there's always more to see. There's always more to feel. Everything is in a constant state of evolution, transformation, unfolding. And you don't want to miss any of it. Releasing that need to control everything, and to really limit yourself to something that is outside of you, that has no business imposing restrictions on your infinite being. And that sounds very flighty and far-fetched if you are coming from the space of having been in the box and you're still there. But when you're outside of that, and you're actually allowing all of the thoughts and feelings and emotions to just flow through you, that's when you realize that there is nothing you need to do to exist. Your very being and soul and sensing is your navigator, is your barometer to know what is right for you, what feels like it's in alignment with your frequency. And then moving yourself, noticing it, allowing it to pass through. And at the same time, receiving all the guidance and messages that you're being provided. All it takes is that you open your eyes, open your senses, and just allow. Give yourself that freedom to really experience what it's like to truly exist. And that's a big difference from being in the old world, the old paradigm, where things had to fit into certain boxes to be perceived as being important and of value, rather than you looking internally to determine what is of value to you, and allowing that not to be a box, to accepting and taking in all that is without having to judge it as being worthwhile or not. Just observing from a different, higher perspective and watching it move through and appreciating that everything that shows up has a purpose. Because you're the one who's projecting and receiving and projecting. So value and worth and understanding something is that fast, and it changes that fast, because you are constantly becoming the next version of yourself. If you are actually living and embracing and noticing and experiencing, you can never see things the same twice. And that's such a relief. And that's where neurodivergent people have existed. And that's why it was so difficult to live within that old paradigm. Because the expanse of everything that is seen and known and taken in, and trying to then shove all that into a narrow little space that's deemed acceptable by someone else, by an entity that is not interested in the uniqueness and power that we all hold within. But not anymore. Not anymore. Thanks for watching, everyone. For liking, sharing, subscribing, and most of all, commenting on what you see in the clouds, what you notice in the trees, what you're sensing and feeling as we walk through the forest. In a walking meditation, which my videos always are. The moments where you're brought into this environment so that you also may feel and receive messages uniquely designed for you. So until next time, stay safe, stay connected, and we'll see you really soon. Bye.